Welcome back. I'm glad you clicked on this video. I'm glad you came. Today we're going to be going over how I made something like this. I think it kind of sounds like Sizzy or Aweminus, this little 2 portion right here. Be learning how to do sounds and some structure like this. How did I get this cool pattern going? You know, you can make the sounds all you want, but if you don't got this cool pattern going, so I pretty much just laid it out on the step basis, and so we'll just play it like that's literally it. It's literally it. And I put this up here kind of just to have like a fast sling on the E. Like D and E do work together, so it's like might as well do it. And there's other ways you could go, like, you could go like this. You know what I mean? You could do tons of cool things. We're gonna go into the kick pattern. So I have like a kick, clap, kick, clap. I have this off kick right here, kind of just to take off from the normal dubstep, stop. So like with it both together, I mean, it sounds really clean. It sounds smooth. It doesn't sound like your average dubstep type. So, practice those types of layouts with the kicks, trying to be more interesting. This sound is actually 2 parts. It's not just one. So, I'll show you what it really sounds like right now. I have this on trig, and what that's doing is every time it hits a new note, the LFO is restarting. It's just restarting. It makes it kind of gives a better result. Yeah, so it really helps. And then I have literally just Juno wavetable I'm using, so nothing too much here. I do have it on a sync, so it is like doubled. Because if we take this off right now, this is what it's gonna sound like. I mean, it still works, but I kind of wanted that really, really high up, like. And then we have the LFO right here attached to the cutoff, just a simple ass cutoff, simple cutoff here. And then we're gonna go into the effects chain. What is doing the most work here would have to be downsample, and then also I have some flanger on here at 133 hertz. I don't really even know why I put the flanger on there, but it just sounds nice. So that's pretty much the sound in Serum. It's not too much going on. So like what I did here is I have a bunch of EQing, obviously, no end being cut off, and I have just another one, just double checking. Then I have a Vocodex. So here, let me move this over so you guys can take a picture of that and see the settings. I really didn't even move this at all either. I mean, yeah, it does a lot. Then I have this, cutting it again because it had some really bad frequencies. A sound goodizer, pushing this, doing is just pushing the sound even more. Then I gave this away in another video. I went to presets. I have ultra fat chorus on there. I have it turned down a little bit on the mixer, Then I have a disperser, just a bunch of EQing, a bunch of EQing going on again. Listen up. This is not something to lack on. So you hear this, right? That's a layer. I didn't put OTT directly on my sound. So what I did is I put a layer of OTT in. And I did it very lightly because I was looking for a certain kind of texture for this sound, so you can play around with it. I mean, there's not much when it comes to OTT to explain here. Just flip around some freaking things, see what sounds cool, and if it sounds cool, Edison it out or freeze and flatten it, kind of like what I have here. That's a totally different one. That's it, but that's the same concept here. I literally just OTT'd the sound. And then all I did was I put it under I pretty much just wanted all that high end. I wanted all that high end on this, and I wanted a lot of that raw mid. And I could probably clean it like that, you know. But all I really did is I cut off a good portion of the low end that I just didn't want to show. That's about it. And this sound right here is pretty much the same thing. So let's go into this. I did the same thing. Let's go into this real quick. Yeah. Same sound. Same sound. I just moved it a little bit on the down sample. So there's really not much to explain on that one. You know, I kind of just kept a variation of it. So what I did here to get that. So we're going to go into the serum. Actually, no, we're going to go into the piano roll real quick. This is the piano roll for it. I did the same thing. I did the same thing as what I did in the other one. I just had one right here going up, and then I just duplicated it. So it sounds like. But it's pretty much the same sound. It's literally the same sound. And then, like I said, I just moved the down sample just a little bit. And yeah, I mean, without the down sample, I think it might be on the same chain too. Yeah, it's even on the same chain. So the same thing applies to this. I just changed it a little bit. Took the sync off. You know? So that in return makes. And when you do all that processing on it that I just showed you with that other sound, it's the same. It's on the same chain. So there's nothing different. A lot of that resonant width is what you're hearing is, you know, the disperser and the vocodex, and everything is just amplifying it. What's really doing the main key here is the OTT layering. Now this one I did have some trouble with, so I think I did cut a lot more and I did do a lot more work on it just because of how much. Yeah, I could probably even do that right there. I hope this helps you, and I hope this also helps level up your rhythm and everything like that. Keep it up. You know what you're doing. You know what you got to do to succeed, and you know, just don't give up. The music is fun. Making rhythm is fun. And if you need to hit me up at all, you can just message me. I'm going to be working on my Patreon today, so I'll have that up on my next video for any of those true people that just want to, you know, engage with me one-on-one and on a different level. I will have that up for you. Other than that, there's going to be so much more content. I don't really know what I'm trying to do for this channel other than keep it kind of rhythm and dubstep and maybe some other kind of stuff. So expect new content. But really, that's just about all. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you liked it.